Yes, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. We have some medium madness for you today in the best Blitz replays. It's episode 15 and we're kicking off at tier 8 with someone who featured before on the channel. That time he was driving the WZ113 and this time it is Rock from GPA clan in the Type 59 Patton, the tank with a slightly smallish looking hull, the big turret and a big cupola on top. And if you are then all mines and you have a tank with gun depression, then you are very happy that you can hide that tank, that big cupola, behind this little bit of rock. Rock manages to penetrate the first shot on top of the T26E4. It's not that well known in to players in Blitz that this tank actually can be penetrated on the turret. People usually try to go for the lower plates, but those two equilibrator cylinders on top of the turret, you can easily penetrate them if you aim properly. Rock takes some damage which wasn't really necessary here, because he did want to take a shot on the IS-6, but he immediately switches his attention to the left side. They are getting flanked. There is a T-34 over there, there is a WZ-120, that's a lot of firepower on the red team, and the IS-5 thinks, right, I will help. And he gets stuck behind the T-54. Rook, in the meantime, manages to shoot a WZ-120, and then the IS-5 says, negative, I'm kind of stuck, what can I do here? And that's unfortunate. The T-54 goes down. The IS-5 pressing the help button is going to be a theme for the rest of the video. You can see he's well and truly stuck down there, wants to get stuck in, and he does an admirable job at that as well. The KV-5 needs some help. Rock, well, that shot hit or penetrated or went, I have no idea, but the T-34 is still down and he clears the T-26E4. And that means they are now 2 on 2 in terms of tanks. But yes, there is still that IS-5 down there who is stuck, so that's one tank less. And then you get a message in the chat, M103 is AFK, that's going to pop right there. There it is, M103 AFK. That means they are 2 tanks down. This is a 3 versus 5 basically. And when you are yourself then in this little spot against a VK, and there is, I think, an I6 still left and the T26E4 of the red team, then you try to do some drastic measures like this, try to reverse side scrape, and it works. It does work. And can he put a shot? Oh, yeah, he can put a shot into the VK, but that one bounces on those big side skirts. The other shot goes in on the cupola, no, on the lower plate. Yeah, yes, very narrow gap, but it hits. And the VK is now down to 488 health, and he makes a massive mistake by pushing in here. Just, why would he do that? Like that, IS-5, the theme for today is help. And he is struggled. Yes, he is well and truly struggled. Struggles to get out. And I find it funny, actually. I really find it funny. Killshot goes in on the T26E4, then there is a AMX-120 left on the flank who is farming the IS-5, and the KV-5 takes him out, luckily. And then all of a sudden, it's just one tank. It's just one tank left, this IS-6. And Rock manages to get the first shot and then decides to go for a flank, wiggles around a bit. IS-5 is still calling for help. I told you it was a theme for today. IS-5 is stuck, he is calling for help. But we're looking at Rock here, doing a nice little circle, wants to get as much damage done as possible, then misses the shot or bounces on the gun barrel of the T26E4, which would be very unfortunate. But he's still on AP, as you can see. He can take a shot from the IS-6 without dying, which he is going to do. There it is, 145 health left. The KV-5 then bounces, and that means he will get his 4th kill and nearly 5.4k damage, which is a Hall of Fame for the Type 59 Patton. And of course, a very much well-deserved mastery badge. There it is, 5,383 damage, 1,700 base XP, that's a lot. And 2 tanks at 0 damage, the M103 and the, help me please, IS-5. Right, first battle for today. Thank you very much for sending that one in, Rock, through the Discord channel. We are moving on towards tier 9. Yeah, non-stop 965 in the T54E1. The tier 9 auto-loading American medium tank. And he is at Faust. Faust is a bit of a theme for today. The last replay will be at Faust as well. And this game itself, it is a good example of using a, well, subpar team. You basically some good work using bushes for cover and for spotting and for camouflage. And of course using a autoloader. And yes, Nonstop is going to use that one non-stop. Oh, that's a bad joke. Oh, he's going to use it very wisely. He's calling for help here. The team looks to be a bit indecisive. He takes a first shot on the T-54. Is then spotted up. Wants to get another shot in. That one bounces. And that's a bit in terms of unfortunate damage. He goes for the full reload because that 54 is very ballsy, very aggressive. And that can mean a few things. That could possibly mean that is a less experienced player, or that the whole enemy team is behind that 54. Luckily Nonstop has got support, so he's going to move in. Because the team is behind him, he wants to get that full clip in. The 54 is somewhat down below, probably not visible yet. Yeah, there is. He drove down, got up again, and that's one shot in. There's going to be another shot in, and then we can go for the kill shot. And yeah, that one didn't go through. That's what you get. Bad RNG. The last shot then bounces. But if you now take a look at the mini-map, you can already see that there are two tanks pushing around the right flank. And by the time Nonstop manages to pull up over here, he has got a full clip in. That's one shot in to the FCM. Another shot in. And a third one. And that clears the FCM. Really good use of two heavy tanks, the IS-3, the M103 rolling in. That's 800 damage in 2 shots. And then you have a auto-loading tank, a medium tank, that basically clears most of the tier 8 tanks you will encounter. The 54 is down as well. It is 2-on-1 in terms of tanks. And Nonstop is rolling around again. The team just stayed there. They decided to stay put and make a bit of a firing channel and juke it out in terms of DPM and hit point trading and just shot after shot. But Nonstop is not going to do that. He's going for a flank. One shot bounces on the IS-8. That's unfortunate. The other shot goes in through the lower plate. Baits a shot out of the IS-8 and that one ricochets off right into the sky. But he's now reloading. And this is a good thing, a good move actually. You have made a bit of a pincer really, one tank on the flank. It's an auto, it's just one medium, but when they push the Reds, and that's a Tortoise, and he manages to bait a shot out of that AMX 5100, then goes back, shoots the Tortoise, does not expose to the AMX 5100, or that would have gotten him shot from probably both the AMX and the Tortoise. Yeah, and if you do get stuck in front of a Tortoise, and an AMX 5100, that's just not something you will want to have happened. The Tortoise, however, decides to push forward, and then he gets stuck on, I don't know, a green tank, something, terrain, whatever. But he's in a really bad spot. Look at the hit points left, 848. That's just one clip for Nonstop. So he is happy to oblige. All of a sudden there we have the VK45 OGM. Not a shot in. That one bounces again. And that one goes in. 2:15 left. And pull back into cover and going for a full reload again. Teammates, for reasons unknown, are going on a mission to cap. I don't know why, but they are going for a mission to cap. Nonstop manages to clear one tank and can put a shot into the IS-8, leaving them at 59 hit points left. And it's all done here, bar the shouting. 5k damage done, get a full reload, maybe get another kill. There it is. Hello AMX, can I shoot you? Yes I can, thank you very much for ramming. That means I can clear you now. I can also clear the IS-8, who is desperate to get the cap sorted. But all in all, in terms of damage done, 5.4k in the tier 9 American medium that is named the T-54E1. Again, a mastery game. Thank you very much for sending that one in, Nonstop 965. You featured on the channel before in a replay where you really pushed the front line in your Nashorn game. But I like this one as well. 5,441 damage. Nearly 1500 base XP and 4 kills. Thank you very much. And more familiar names today in the replays again. WIT Acheron Gaming WT. And I'm forgetting the underscores in the name. This time he's driving the AMX 30 first prototype. Tier 9 French premium medium tank with a fairly weakly armored hull, a big turret, some forms of armor on the front, and a good gun and great gun depression. So that means if you want to play that tank, you go out on a flank. This is a potting tank. This is a tank that has the mobility to really shine, and I like actually this move. This is a ballsy move. It is going up into a position where you can spot probably. You are really vulnerable if there are a lot of tank destroyers around that water tower. But by the looks of it, there are only 2 tanks spotted at the moment. And Acheron does not push in straight away because he doesn't want to get hit unnecessarily. But his team is splitting. The mediums and lights are on one flank. All of the other team, all of his team is on the other flank. And basically all the reds are in the town or on the western and southern flank. And he's got 2 shots in already. Can he shoot that PTA again? That would be lovely. Yeah, get a lovely little bounce. 225. That would mean that the PTA is not a fully equipped PTA, not a fully upgraded PTA, which is a good thing because that means less damage if he gets shot. That means less pen as well. A fully equipped and upgraded PTA is not a tank you will want to be facing a lot because it is a really good TNI medium. But his team, it's crumbling. You can see it already here. That's a one-shot tank on his team left. Luckily he can put a shot into the Tiger 2. No, that one misses. The Tiger 2 goes down and suddenly there are 2 tanks down. There's a waffle there. Gonna shoot him. Let's then shoot the Tiger 2. And yes, then you get a bounce. But look at the work which he is doing over here. On that flank, using the gun depression of the AMX 30 to full effect, getting a nice HE shot on the waffle tractor. The team has managed to pull it back into 1 versus 2. He gets another great bounce on the turret armor. 1.1k block, 2.2k damage done. And the team is moving in for the kill. Moving in to get tanks out of the game. They have them surrounded in the town. But this T-44 pushed hard, flanked around, manages to kill the Ferdinand in a combined effort with the PTA. That is a AMX 5100 over there. And it is now 1 versus 4. He gets another bounce, 225 blocked, 1 versus 4 at the moment. And other tanks that he can clear now. These are the games where you start realizing, oh crap, my team is crumbling, I have to clear a tank. But if I throw away my hit points too quickly, then I'm going to be in dear trouble. And it is a 2 versus 5 at the moment. One more shot into the Indian is not available. He misses that one. And Acheron decides to bugger off. There are no shots available here except for this really lovely cheeky one. And then a bouncy bum gets him to 1.7k blocked. He gets a shot on that AMX 5100. And he's moving to another position to hopefully clear a tank. Maybe get a shot off on this one, on the Tiger. Yes, he manages to. And then the ST1 falls as well. And that means he has to go. But by moving away early means that he can now go away, run away, go unspotted, get spotted again, which is unfortunate. You would have wanted to go away here and go completely unspotted. But look at that, 221 and 18. That means there are 2 one-shot tanks. And from now on, Acheron is going to show us, oh, he's spotted again. He is spotted again. Shell bursts flying everywhere. He's spotted again. That's unfortunate. But like I was saying, there are 2 tanks that are one-shots and you will want to clear them. So hello waffle, back to APCR, no need for HE, clear 1 tank. And the big one at that as well, the waffle. The AMX 5100 is completely oblivious to him being here, even though he was spotted. Hello, there's an Indian Panzer, bounce yet another shot, and AP straight through the front of the Indian Panzer, checking the gun impression. Hello Tiger, he's using APCR, yes of course he is. You want to clear a tank, you might get a bounce on the turret. Even though the Tiger 2 was head on. And the base is running as well. You can hear the siren, you can see the clock ticking. That means that you know there's one tank at the base. There was an AMX 5100 pushing. So that means he is in the top left corner of the minimap around the sector 1 or 2 area. There's one tank popping up on the map. That is the AMX 5100. And then you see this guy, the 44, at that amount of health trying to cap. Not the best in terms of moves to do. If you have a Wobble at 221 and then a Tiger at, what was it, 61 hit points left. Why didn't those two cap? If those two had gone on the cap, this would have been a very, very hard game. Even harder than it is already. It would have been a very hard game to win for Acheron. Because that would mean 2 tanks on the cap. Oh, hello, thank you very much. There's yet another tank on the cap. That means there is still that AMX 5100 roaming about. The cap is dropping. That has to be the Indian. Yes, there is. Hello, Indian. I'm gonna shoot you once. And I'm not spotted. That means my crew is better than you. My crew is better. Indian is backing up. Shooting through the front. Thank you very much. Gonna pop adrenaline. Switch to APCR, I think. No, it's not. Indian has moved away. That is a good move. So a bit annoying to sort of waste the adrenaline. But he switches on to APCR. Has got 3 rounds left. And again he's going to use the carcass of the Ferdinand. Some bushwork. Hello, 5100. Quick shot. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. 6.1k damage, mate. Can you clear a tank? Can you clear one? Yes, we can. Boom. Indian Panzer down. It is a 1 versus 1 now. And if you then look at the clock, 36 seconds left. AP, there we go. Shot into the AMX 5100. 30 seconds left. 271 left on that AMX 5100. He hasn't got the big gun mounted because of the damage done. 99 damage left. He clears the AMX 5100 for 6.7k damage. Hats off to you, mate. Proper medium gameplay. Masterclass in relocating. Hull down spotting. 1758 base XP. 5 kills and just brilliant gameplay. Thank you very much for sending that one in and allowing me to use it on the channel. I really liked it and I have no hesitation in putting 2 videos of you back to back on Saturday and Sunday in the best Blitz replays. And that then leads us on to the next one. And that's this game again on Faust in the FV215B 183 Death Star. And this one is driven by Rahul Balda 123. I'm gonna name him Rahul from now on. And yeah, this is one which you may have seen before. Because it is a really epic game. But I was sent in this one and they were asking me, can you commentate on this one in your best Blitz replays, please? And I said, of course I can. Thank you very much. I would love to. Welcome to the 10k club. This, ladies and gentlemen, Tankers of Blitz Universe, is a massive game. One of the biggest damage games featured on YouTube for World of Tanks Blitz, if not the biggest damage game. And it sure is the biggest damage game on my channel. 1200 damage from Hash on at Leopard PTA, who decided to just stay there, stay put, just get caught up on some little obstructions and then happily obliged to get hashed. And there's going to be more lovely rolls of hash obviously on this game. The team is not the most brilliant one, especially the Jagdpanzer E100. There's going to be another hash shot on the AMX 30 prototype. As said, it's a tank with a very weakly armored hull and a good turret. But against the hash of a Death Star on that hull, ooh la 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 la. That's not something you want to endure. But the AMX is down to 244 hit points now. But Rahul has got a lot more to do. There is the enemy mouse. He splashes hash on the side of the turret, but the team is already down 2 tanks. It is a 1 versus 3 at the moment. And the Reds are pushing hard. They have a mouse, they have an IS-7. And you can see Super Killer Dogs is going down as well. There is going to be a lovely AP roll on the front of the mouth. There we go, 1183 maximum roll. But the Reds are becoming a bit scared of the combination of a Jagdpanzer E100 there and the Death Star. And the Jagdpanzer E100 has gone AFK. Can we clear a mouse? Yes, we can. Hash through the side, 1142. That's 2 shots and the mouse is down. He gets a great bounce from the IS-7, 460 blocked. But he is tracked. He's not using the repair kit because he probably figures, right, I'm behind the wall anyway. They are not able to shoot me. Can I go around? Switch to hash, to AP. Can I shoot the IS-7? No, can't shoot him. Right, I'm spotted. But let's see what's happened. What is on offer? Oh god, I'm getting flanked. I'm getting flanked by the AMX-30 Proto, and that is going to be an issue. Because the AMX-30 is behind him, and it's just basically him versus 4 of the enemy team. Of course, that's still the Jagdpanzer E100 left. And he is, well, looks to be kind of good on health. Because he still isn't there. Can we check that one? Can we check it, please? Can we check it? Yeah, he's fairly good in health. He was probably in a side scrape position, which meant that he didn't lose a lot of health, that he bounced a few shots, and you can see Rahul kind of realizes that there is this object rolling in. He wasn't realizing the object was rolling in. He wanted to shoot the AMX, and then he wanted to shoot the IS-7, and then the object just rolled in front of his gun. He's popped the adrenaline. Can he reload in time to not get shot by this E4? No, he can't. Takes damage, but look at the damage done. I think it was just an HE round from the T110E4. Of course you can penetrate the Death Star with HE, but then you have to shoot the turret. And look at this one. Speaking of shooting turrets. Oh god, yeah, this is a turret of the Death Star. But this shot, here we go, here we go. Look. Yes! Yes, we can! Yes, we can! Obama shot! Let Obama guide your shell! And then he's going forward again because he wants to go away from that IS-7. That big bad IS-7 who's flanking hard, who can clear him with a high roll. But he's reloaded now, and that IS-7 knows that he can get cleared in 2 shots as well. 474. We got him. 9.2k damage done. Only 1 shot blocked. But who cares if you can do 9k? And can you clear that IS-7? Yeah, well, of course he can. I've told you already. It's a 10k game, but it's still one which is worth well watching. Because he can clear that IS-7 in 1 shot. He is good on AP. 3 shells left. But who has got the strongest nerve? Is it the IS-7 or is it the Death Star? Is it Rahul or his adversary? Is it his enemy? Is he going to make it? He's... Come on, come on, come on, come on. IS-7 wants to back down. And the IS-7 probably thinks now, right, I'm unspotted. I'm gonna go roll in and I'm gonna kill this Death Star. Boom! Miss! I don't know what he shot, but was it into the wall? Yes, Object 704. That's a WOWA. Wow, the big wow factor. And they're doing a bit of a dance. Make a little step forward, make a little step back, make a little step forward, make a little step back. They're just going back and forth, back and forth. And then he realized, okay, I can clear the IS-7 if he stays there. Aim in, reticle shrink. Boom! Ah, lovely. Applause! Big round of applause, Rahul. 10.2k damage. Hats off to you. Look at that. Mastery. Top gun, high caliber. It should be double high caliber. And with 5 damage done from Super Killer Dogs in the ST1 and 3 donuts on his team as well. By far the biggest damage game on the channel, on YouTube. Yes, it's a Death Star game. But who cares if you can do stuff like that? Thank you very much for sending that one in and allowing me to use it on the channel. And again, thank you to Ruck as well, to Nonstop, and to Acheron, and to you, the subscribers of the channel, for all the support. My name is Martindogger. I see you all on the next video. Cheers and happy tanking.